the Ultimate Roasting Championship.
That's right, y'all. This is the URC where we're down to our final four. And when Austin and I piss, our dicks are on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm K-Swiss.
And I'm your host, Austin Johnson. And boy, do we have two great ones tonight.
Down to four. Austin, it's just four of them left. Today's competitors, you got Ed Phillips, and then you got Billy, the upstart, came out of nowhere, Dark Horse.
Let's
not talk about those four. Let's talk about the two we have up today. All right. In the red corner, a man that looks like a fat gopher and fucks like a fat gopher, Austin Gamblin. What up, Austin?
What up? Just being a fat gopher, building dams.
Do you actually fuck like a fat gopher?
What's that?
Do you actually fuck like a fat gopher?
Yeah, I fuck exactly like a fat gopher.
Good.
Okay,
I'm worried that Facebook was going to fact check this and take it down.
You're right. Austin, why don't you go ahead and introduce our competitor?
I'm going to bring him in. He's in the black corner. A man who's the number 2 seed. And also a man built for water because he's skinny, bald, and drowning in his own loneliness. Trip Rumble!
That's right, kids. If it looks like a fat gopher and it fucks like a fat gopher, it's Austin Gamblin. One away.
I thought you were going to say it could have been any of the three other people on the video.
Yeah, technically there's 2 Austins here, but if we're talking scientifically mass-wise, there's like 5 Austins here.
Nice. Nice to have you on the show, Trip.
Good to be back.
I'm excited for this one. And you know, if not just because I've been drinking Miller Lite, a fine Pilsner beer, it's because you guys are great and I am so ready for this.
Yeah. What time is it, Austin?
Oh, just in case you guys didn't know, it's currently Miller time.
Boom.
Austin, why don't you stop desperately trying to get a sponsor and start with the coin toss?
All right, so Trip, you're the number 2 seed and also the favorite in this competition tonight. So you get to call the coin toss in the air. Are you ready to call it?
Yes.
All right, call it.
Heads.
It is currently heads. You get the choice, first or second.
Oh no, what am I gonna do? I like the music that plays during the second round, the response round better, so I'm gonna go with that.
Austin, so that means you get to go first in every round. So you gotta prepare yourself, because you gotta be prepared to go first.
I'm fucking prepped and ready to go. Trip took the bitch way out.
Ooh, call him a bitch?
I said Trip took the bitch way out, and I'm gonna take the winning way out. In your face.
Damn! Austin, hit with the count. You find out.
I tell you what, you're gonna get 30 seconds on the clock in 3, 2, 1. It's Miller time, baby.
Trip looks like a cue ball that someone carved eyes and a mouth into and uses as a sex doll. Trip is late all the time. I would say he'd be late to his own funeral, but he was actually late to his own funeral when he died the first time in 1944. God punished him by reanimating him to his current form, Casper the Friendly Ghost with childhood leukemia. Trip started shaving his balls because his head was lonely and wanted to pretend like they were triplets. Trip is always tapping on the back of his head and pacing around. People often mistake this as a nervous tick. He's actually just trying to stimulate his hair follicles using Morse code so his hair will finally grow back. Trip's dad is a regionally successful shock jock morning radio DJ. Sometimes Trip will act like reverse Puxatawny Pete and peek his little head out of his own little world to see if he can see his own shadow. The problem is he never sees it because he's still living in his dad's shadow.
Oh! Tony filled him?
Austin, you made a joke that made me write down Casper leukemia.
I know!
You made me write that.
You made me write triplet balls!
That was mean. That was hurtful. That was good. I love the animosity, the anger. I felt there's some tension here. I felt the tension.
You know?
Brewing up for a long time.
Whatever that was, there was a lot of it. I'll say that.
Aren't you guys like teammates in a sketch show?
You think that would make them friendlier?
God, I guess Casey and I hate each other too.
Yeah, that's so dumb. We hate Trip too.
Oh yeah.
All right, Trip. Austin just tried to come and rip your jugular out right now on camera. It was pretty disrespectful. Can you bring it back to him in round 1?
I'll see what I can do.
See what you can do in 3, 2, 1, then roast.
Austin is both the oldest dude in our friend group and the brokest dude in our friend group. Pretty soon, his piss stream is gonna look a lot like his income stream. Austin is such an aging bachelor, he's at the point he'd be more respected if he was divorced. Austin is a 34-year-old man who's been with his girlfriend for 2 years, and they still haven't had sex yet because Austin is saving himself for full-time employment. Austin's he's not like most men in that he does not indulge in aggressive masculinity. He's zen, he's laid back, he's a calming presence, and no one knows if he has any particular hopes or dreams.
Wow.
That was good, Trip.
You said that this man was saving himself for employment?
The only way any of us can make sense of it.
And that was, I am shook. I'm shooketh. That shook me.
My neck. So you guys don't start coming for mine.
Austin, should we have saved these jokes for a roast show? They seem pretty upset.
I know. I think we hurt their feelings more than we hurt each other.
That was wonderful. I'm having the best time. You're making my day right now. I want to keep it going. Can we get to round 2?
Austin Gilman's going to go first. So are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, roast?
Trip looks a lot like a tampon, long, skinny, hairless, and pale. Additionally, he also cuts his head a lot while he's shaving, making him look like he's already been used. Trip wakes up on my couch so much that he's slowly turning into my dog's fuck toy. Trip likes to say that he's attracted to women of color or women that don't have the same skin tone as him. The reason for that is that the only people with the same pale skin tone as Trip are actually dead, and sleeping with dead women is illegal. Trip looks like Viserys Targaryen after Khal Drogo poured molten gold on his head. Trip's name is actually short for triple threat because he's a triple threat of not giving a shit about his friends. He always shows up late. When he does show up, he's constantly texting. And when he gets bored, he'll just up and leave to go to hang out with another friend group. All of this is actually mutually beneficial, though, because nobody really wants Trip around anyways.
Oh, my God. Take your foot off this man's neck.
That's bullshit. I'm pretending to text.
Trip, he called you a triple threat. He said you were a dog fuck toy and a used tampon. In the same round, he said those things.
Trip, I just got one question. Did you or a small child take a crayon to your wall there?
Are we still on this? Are we still on my personality wall?
All right. Trip.
Yeah.
You're going to have to bring it to him right now and hurt his feelings in round 2. Can you do it?
Got it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, do it.
Watching Austin gain weight over the years has been like watching a Russian nesting doll getting put back together. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it barely supports itself. Austin used to be in the Navy, and he used to be a huge whore in the Navy. Austin has spread more unwanted genetic material around the world than a Chinese animal market. During his time in the Navy, Austin got a tattoo of Virginia on his now breast. Unfortunately, he's also dumb and illiterate, and he was trying to get a tattoo about how much vagina he was scoring. Austin is such a fat former sailor, he eats like every day is Veterans Day.
Wow.
Oh.
Man. Guys, this roast has been absolutely fantastic so far.
This is just how Austin and I talk to each other.
He said on my now breast.
Man. Guys, these first 2 rounds have been absolutely brutal, and I don't know that there's much room for improvement in round 3. All I can say is you better both bring your shit because it's gonna come down to like 1 or 2 points, I think.
And Trip,
So
did you hit him on a Navy joke? Don't you work for the Navy?
I'm smart. I work as a civilian.
Oh, I thought it was because your face has the bone structure of a ship's bow. Austin Galen, don't laugh. Your body has the bone structure of a ship's stern.
Together, Austin and I are one vessel.
Yes.
these jokes are gonna hit really hard with our Navy viewers.
Yes.
All right.
Me?
It's time for round 3. Austin, you are up first. You better bring the heat of the fucking heat. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Get it popping in. 3, 2, 1, roast!
All right, Trip took high school abstinence-only sex education to heart. He heard that no sex was the only safe sex, so he decided then and there to have male pattern baldness, comically bird-like bones, and just to make sure that he could never, ever get laid, he decided to have the mannerisms of a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
That was good. Oh, I like that.
Oh man, he said you got bird-like bones.
He said you look like the wacky flailing inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Oh man, and that's coming from a guy who looks like a fucking ocean buoy.
It's true. Austin, you look like you're wearing one of those inflatable sumo suits. All right, Trip.
Okay.
Austin just came for your jugular in round 3. And if you want to win this competition, you're going to have to bring it right back to him. Are you ready?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Well, it Trip in 3, 2, 1, bring it.
The other day, I was sitting around having sex with Austin's girlfriend just as much as he does, when I realized you could tell a lot about a man by his dog. And Austin is an old, gross mutt who never gets anywhere beyond a lot of dry humping. Also, you can tell a lot about a man by his car. And Austin is an old, gross wreck that doesn't work. Finally, you can tell a lot about a man by his girlfriend, and Austin acts like a hot young professional. Sooner or later, though, deep down, he's going to feel the old, gross man inside of him.
Wow.
It was mean. I took a lot of that apart. I don't know if we can be friends anymore, Trey.
This is how we talk to each other normally.
Oh, man. You said that man was like his dog and his car, and that you had sex with his girlfriend as often as he did?
It's actually, I mean, it's true, yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to compliment Austin. Austin, I love your sweater. Did you get it at Planned Parenthood?
Jesus Christ. Oh, that was great.
Oh, that's the
All
best
right.
joke in this whole.
Incidentally, yes, I did.
Guys, this has been a fantastic roast. Right now, we're going to put you guys in the waiting room. We're going to discuss the score and we'll bring you right back in. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you know, as someone who's been drinking beers that have more taste with only 96 calories, that was a good one.
Should I try to get our Irish sponsor, Magners?
I can live without it.
Okay, I won't do this again then. All right. Now, Austin and Trip both absolutely fucking nailed it, right? So let's talk about Austin first, right? He
Okay.
came out, said this man looked like a cue ball that somebody fucked. Then
Yeah.
he said he looked like something about he was born in 1944. He was a dead body or some shit.
It was the craziest, and said he came back. God made him come back as Casper with childhood leukemia.
This man made me write the words Casper leukemia on my paper.
I know, he even made me write the words triplet balls. He said he shaved his head so he could have ball triplets.
He said Trip plays with his head because he's trying to stimulate his follicles. You making fun of a man's nervousness? That's fucked up. I love it. He brought it in round 2 too. He said that Trip looked like a used tampon because he shaves his head and gets bloody.
Yeah, he said the man sleeps and wakes up on my couch so much that he's become his dog fuck toy.
He said dog fucked up. That's fucked up. He said he was a triple threat because he said 3 mean things. I don't remember what they were, but they were all 3 mean.
Then he said he likes women of different colors because if he chose someone with the same skin pigment as him, they'd be dead women.
That's fucked up. Let's talk about Trip, bro.
Not you, Trip. Trip, solid round 1 too. Oh yeah, he gets no respect. He gets as much respect as a divorced man because he's so old and such a virgin.
He said that this guy is the oldest and least successful member of their sketch group. That's fucked up. He said his piss stream looks like his income stream.
No, too crazy.
That is mean.
And then he kept it going in round 2.
Oh no, hold up. We can't brush past my favorite joke Trip made in round 1, which is that Austin is saving himself for full-time employment.
My favorite part was the second round part when he said he looked like the Russian doll in reverse.
That is so good, bro.
Said the man has now on his breasts because he's gotten so large recently.
Look, they were savage in all 3 rounds, and it's going to be absolutely close. I don't know if we have a clear winner. Welcome back. Guys, this has been one of our absolute best roasts we've had on this show. Both of y'all always bring it, and that's why y'all are both in the Final 4. But unfortunately, only one player can walk away today still in this tournament. Now, we want y'all to raise your hand at this time if you think that you took home the W today.
Go ahead, audience. Raise your hand.
We got Trip. Trip thinks he took it. Austin doesn't have the confidence. Okay.
He brought it in.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of weak.
His trips are so good, man.
All right, guys. So the final score for this one was extremely close. And it really, really came down to the nitty-gritty. So we always announce the scores before we announce the winner. So the final score, without saying who got what, was 51 to 51.
Oh, shit.
We have a tie roast, gentlemen. In fact, it was tied on both judges' scorecards,
Oh.
Damn.
which means that you get extra roast time. We're going to give you an extra 30-second round of roast. So I hope you brought some extra material, boys.
And if you didn't, I hope you're a quick thinker.
That's
And I
right.
hope you get a fresh beer. Miller Lite.
Austin, you're going to be up first. So are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Austin, it's time for your round 4 overtime roast. Get it started in 3, 2, 1, roast.
So writing material for Trip made me realize how easy it is to go into the homophobia zone. So Trip has a tattoo of a mathematical equation on his arm. He tells everyone it's Euler's equation, but what it is actually is the statistical probability that he'll ever be as good of an entertainer as his dad. Trip is impotent as hell and lets it influence his art. He once starred in a short film called We Seamen 3, named after the number of semen he ejaculates. Trip is being pale to the point of being translucent, and he won't shut up about how cool college was for him. I'm convinced he's the ghost of a college freshman who died during a frat hazing gone wrong.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, all right. You had some good stuff lined up there for an emergency round 4. I like that you said that this man ejaculates exactly 3 little poots of semen. You know,
3 little poots? Is that
I think that's the measure of semen is poots. Okay, that was a good round 4, but I would say I think it's a beatable round 4. So Trip, if you really bring it right now, I think you might be able to snatch this from the clutches, the jaws of defeat, whatever that saying is.
Trip, you're going to get that option in 3, 2, 1, roast.
Austin also has another tattoo that I hadn't gotten mentioned yet. It's actually, I think it's like the suits of like the cards, the symbols. It's in commemoration of the 4 shapes he's able to read. Austin also, he's a little dodgy on why he's not in the Navy anymore, but I found the truth. It turns out the ship he was on sank because of his astonishing girth. Austin's girlfriend, we've speculated on before why they won't have sex, and it turns out it just might be what's been happening to you over the years. Like, it has been years since Austin has been able to see his credit score. We said earlier at the beginning of at the top that Austin was kind of like a gopher. And fun fact about gophers is they are considered larder hoarders. So there you are. And the larder he's hoarding is his enormous weight.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your time ran out like 45 minutes ago. Oh, man.
My doctor says my time ran out years ago. I don't know when that.
All right.
Do we judge this right in front of them?
For overtime roast. Oh, for overtime, we do it right in front of them. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read my score for Austin, then my score for Trip. Austin, then you're going to read your score for Trip, then your score for Austin.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I gave Austin a 6 and Trip a 6.
Wow.
Austin, what do you got?
So I gave Trip a 7 and Austin a 6.
Oh, Trip, by the absolute skin of your teeth, you are the winner today.
Here I wish I had. God bless.
Oh, man. Guys, this was an epic roast right here, okay? This almost went to double overtime, which we don't even have rules for. But we are running out of time, guys. So real quick, Austin, do you have anything you want to say to Trip or to the people at home?
Yeah, Trip will continue this roast later. Go fuck yourself. I'm a sore loser.
Let's drink about it tonight. Why not?
All right.
All right, Trip, do you have anything you want to say to Austin, to the people at home?
To the people at home, I'll get to all of you in a second. So Austin, god damn, dude. Those are the best jokes about me I've ever heard. You really cut me where it actually hurt, and for that, I thank you. I am rock hard right now.
Nice.
Honestly, same. That was a really good roast. I had fun with that.
That was a great roast. Guys, thank y'all so much for being on. Y'all are always fantastic. Trip, you are going to go to our finale, which I think we can announce it probably right now, right, Austin? The URC finale will be filmed live during Coachella, December 18th, I believe it is. So the finale, which will be between Trip and the winner of next week's roast. So we're going to do it live, and we're going to have some fun playing around with Matt Cole. It's his birthday. It's going to be an awesome time. So congratulations, Trip. You made it there.
Thank you. No, and this will be exciting. Matt Cole, podcast extraordinaire. This isn't just any old Cella. This is put on by a guy who really knows what he's doing. He's an entertainer through and through. So this is very exciting.
Bro, this is about him. Jesus.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the URC, where there's only 3 roasters left. And the 2 hosts are going to go commit some petty theft. Let's go, Austin.
Bye.
Later.